Yeah. Yeah, okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might.
Coach, the usual sea of red here in this venerable stadium has been turned white as we are high above snowy Arrowhead Stadium in KC. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Yellow. Go on, 80.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Fight on these two. There's a little lady. Watch the run.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check 15. No. Off. Watch twitch.
Mahomes now to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes a starch right out of them.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Broncos' 41-yard line.
On second down, it's McCoy. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
We ain't giving up nothing. Hey, 43, 43, 15. Tighten up, tighten up. Bang, 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 bang. Hey, sundown, 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 sundown.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He wants it all for the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the young man was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie. It's Phillip Lindsay. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. On second down now, it's Lindsay, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Down. 70. Indy. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. 6-6. Pull it high.
Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they won't run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Darren Lee there to get him down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Hey, Wahoo!
Lock to throw on second down. And this one's incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now Lott. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey. You gonna take squeeze.
Block now to throw. Making the catch, it's Winfrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. No score after one on EA Sports. On third and long, it's Lott. That one into the hands of Hamilton. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Duke Dawson picks it, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Bravo!
Now Lott throwing on second down. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Go. Hold. 53. Go.
Throwing his lock on third down. And able to find Garcon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Go. Check time.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. He finds an opening past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. You got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Check it back. Switch.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. Second tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the second Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hockenson. 8th overall, he was selected by the Lions, but Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine and now tried to parlay that into an impressive NFL career. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, second and 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Lock going to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
50 the money.
From the gun on third down, Locke. He's going to go up top for the end zone. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's fourth down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Yellow. Hey, Ripley. Hey, 57.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
It's a game of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Locke working out of the gun. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. On play action, Locke. They'll find Lindsey here. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Go! Get wide. He's coming. Hey, Steve 6. Go.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. Keeps himself upright. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line.
It's a game of 20.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by McManus is good. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Ready. Now the roof. 51.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Alert flare. Alert flare. 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 He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Dashing through the snow. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
He can't hit. He's not going to get me. Hey, Alpha.
Another run by Lindsey. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
They'll try and run forward with Lindsey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line. Scrimmage. And what they're challenging here is the spot of the ball, and this is probably the hardest challenge to win.
So difficult because the speed of the game, the angles of the cameras, your angle from the sideline watching the play can often fool you into thinking that the ball should be placed in a different spot.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Game situation. Let's go. Check three.
Now to the air, Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
61, matchbox, lights.
On 1st down, Lindsey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Down. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. Blue draw Corker.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. The completion to Riddick. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Deshaun Hamilton. with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, blitz coming, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Take it, take it. Hey,
on 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
They go play action here on 1st down. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Open man here is Hamilton. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He got 29 yards that time. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Lindsey, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They look to throw. It's locked. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, fourth quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
About to find out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a three-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a three-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, 43.
Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. Hardman, the 2nd-round pick out of Georgia, really showcased his speed at the combine, running a 4.3 340, and should help give Patrick Mahomes another versatile playmaker to work with at the receiver position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
These two.
Out of his shotgun, it's McCoy. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now here's Mahomes. He's got his running back, LeSean McCoy. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Yellow. Watch twist. Yellow, go. Yellow. Right side.
Again, it's McCoy. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here we go. Undercrush. I call it going. Right on these two.
You want Mike?
Attack.
You better be afraid of me. You better.
To throw is Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. On second down, a run with Lindsey. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
We got this.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Broncos, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago